Hey, thank you, thank you. Thunderous applause. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. Welcome to Comic Artist Pro's Secrets. I am Ethan Van Sciver, or at least I was. I mean, now I guess you can call me Ethan Tico. That's fine. Yeah, I'm a comic book artist and a great big Star Wars fan, and I guess a wig model. A few days ago, somebody in one of the live streams tipped me a donation with the specific instructions to buy and model or review the Rose Tico wig, available on Amazon.com. Now, this wasn't anything I particularly wanted to do. Well, maybe a little. Anyway, yeah, it arrived today, and I put it on. My wife said, "Well, I'll put it on." So she put it on, and she modeled it, and she brushed it properly and everything, and it looked great. I mean, she really looked good, and I was like, "Would you please just let me film you for 2 minutes so that, I can, the wig has to get reviewed." And she's like, no, I don't want it to be looked at by 37,000 people. I said, it's not gonna be that many. 12 people tune in to my live streams. Not that many. She said, no. So my only choice was to put it on myself. And that's what I've done. Now, I don't know how to brush it. I don't know how to wear it and make it look like Rose Tico. How do I know? I mean, I just put it on and I look like Steve Perry from Journey. But my wife said I look like an old lady. And I said, what? She said, no, in a good way. What's good about that? What old and lady? What exactly is good about that? I don't know. But she apologized later and said I looked really, I looked butch, she said. Actually, I look like the lead singer of Spinal Tap a little bit too. I like it. I don't think I'm ever going to take it off. I'm going to go put it right back on right now. So thank you to everyone in that live stream. And guys, no more wigs. No more wigs. Thanks. I swear to God, I go through life. I don't know what anyone's talking about. What is this? What is this? Heroes of the Storm, Twitch Prime, this times 5. What does that equal? What is this times 5? God, we're on IO9 Gizmodo, garbage tier. Someone inserted Harrison Ford's face into a solo trailer, and it is wrong. Evan Narcisse? Evan, don't make judgments like that. It might be right to some people. Narcissa. Narcissus. Narcissist, Evan. Narcissist. I'm cool. I'm one too. Don't worry about it. How is it wrong? How is that wrong? It is kind of wrong. That is creepy. Evan, I'm sorry. I take it back. You had a point. But I haven't made a full and complete evaluation of this video yet. So hang tight. For now, I get you. All right. Times 5 equals what? I'm not the best at math, but Christ. It's a heartwarming moment when Harrison Ford surprises Alden Third Ehrenreich during a press junket interview, but it wasn't. It wasn't most people thought it wasn't a nice moment at all. Most people thought it wasn't a nice moment. He said, "Get out of my life." He said, "Get out of my life." He said, "Get out of my chair. Get out of my life." Mosquito squad comes. They're spraying the yard. They interrupt my video. Lost my place. Oh yeah, he said, "Get out of my life." Cranky old man. So it wasn't heartwarming. It was weird, and I don't know if I know it was a joke. When he said "get out of my life," he didn't mean he meant stop being me. Like, this is, don't be me. But it's a blood-curdling experience watching the older man's young face slapped onto the younger man's present-day body. Blood-curdling might be pushing it. Evan, blood-curdling? Come on now. You haven't been to a Pussy Hat rally. Maybe you have, I don't know. Watch this fan edit of the Solo A Star Wars Story trailer and see for yourself. No, I don't think I will. But you can. I can already tell. That's upsetting. Quote, I couldn't help wonder what would this movie would look like if you could. All right, look. Damn you. I'm telling you, I'm tired of this. I'm really, like, I'm on edge now. I couldn't help wonder what would this movie would look like if you could magically transport a young Harrison Ford to play his iconic character. Yeah, that fills me with a sense of wonder about what would look like. That fills you with a sense of wonderment. Those are the words of one Nick Acosta, the man who created True Solo, a trailer remix that places facial images of pre-Star Wars Ford onto Alden Ehrenreich's head. Well, Nick, to repurpose a classic line from Episode 4, everything's perfectly effed up now. We're horrible. We're all horrible here. Thank you. How are you? How are you? They're out there with the mosquito. What the I think the mosquito guy's done now, but it's like for a second, it was like living inside a car wash. I can't make videos like this. And then the guy leaves, and like MovieWeb, more people fantasizing about horrible things with Star Wars. Solo 2 has so many possibilities. Says, what? Solo 2? Oh my god. Oh, I gotta get a beer. Hold on. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm losing it. Solo 2 has so many possibilities, says Ron Howard. Possibility number 1, completely driving away what's left of the fan base. Possibility number 2, bankrupting Disney Lucasfilm. Ryan Scott, why don't you do something about it? Why are you standing down all slack-jawed? Why are you just standing there reporting on this? You could be doing something to stop this, and you're not. You're enabling it. MovieWeb, you're enabling this. Where's B. Orange? Where's B. Alan Orange? Where's B. Orange? He'd do something about this. Where are you, B. Orange? Solo arrives in theaters next week following a rather rough road during production. Yeah, it was rough. We chronicled it here on Comic Artist Pro Secrets. It was a disaster. Are they back? Baby, did the mosquito dudes leave?
I don't know, probably.
I thought I heard them.
They were here.
No, they were here. I'm like PTSD over it. All right. So, okay, they're gone? All right, good. They're gone, guys. Don't worry. Shh. Solo arrives in theaters next week following a rather rough road during production. Yeah, it was rough. It was rough because Kathleen Kennedy fired the original 2 directors, the geniuses behind the Lego Movie, the geniuses behind 21 Jump Street, probably 22 Jump Street, maybe 23, 24 Jump Street. I don't know. Fired them. Why? Oh, they were trying to be funny. And they were goofing around with the script. And the script was precious. It couldn't be toyed with. Sorry, get out of here. And in comes Ron Howard. 80% of the movie's done. Ron Howard wants to shoot the whole thing over again. That's what Ron Howard did. Maybe it was a good idea. I don't know. And then all we saw was him sitting in a dark room editing TIE fighters, shooting green laser beams. So, yeah, we're worried about it. But maybe it's good. Maybe, despite that, director Ron Howard managed to get the movie done. And by most early accounts, he pulled together a pretty satisfying Star Wars movie. That's not what they're saying. They're saying, yeah, it was a blast. Not only that, but it seems like he had a good time doing it. That doesn't seem... Ryan, you're not following this. You don't understand subtext. You have to understand the signals that human beings are giving off. It's torment for him. Working with this dude is torment. It's torment. I swear to God, it's like Tchaikovsky trying to jam with Justin Bieber. It's not fun. It might be fun to watch for us, to go, ha, but it's not fun for Tchaikovsky. Doubt it's fun for Bieber either. I don't know. Are they believers? What, believers? What are they called, Justin Bieber fans? You don't know, Bieber-lievers? Yeah. He said he hoped Anne Frank would be a Bieber-liever if she were still alive. That was inappropriate. It was. Yeah. Yes, unlike... Wait, okay, so it doesn't seem like you'd have any issue returning for Solo 2. He's probably contractually obligated. Yes, unlike Rogue One, Solo represents an opportunity for a possible sequel, and Howard has some ideas about where that could go. Yeah, right to hell. That's probably what he said. He said, they said, "Do you have any ideas of where that movie can go?" He said, "I'll tell you where it can go." And then they didn't even follow up. Ryan Scott, you got to ask the hard questions. The Apollo 13 and Willow director is currently making the press rounds to promote the release of Soylo, a Soy Wars Soyri. During a recent interview, he was asked about the potential for a sequel, and according to him, there are a lot of possibilities that exist, even if he doesn't know exactly what the plot of the second movie would be. What do you need a plot for? You don't need a plot. You just tell Alden Ehrenreich to do stuff and then tell him to do it 30 different ways and then piece it together. Oh, and add in some shots of TIE fighters. Yeah. Here's what Ron Howard has to say about it. Well, there's so many possibilities, and it's one of those kind of things where we're sitting around waiting for those shots. Although with director of photography, Bradford Young, there's not a lot of time. He moves fast. He's an indie guy. And so we were able to make this movie at a pace, but once he began to see the possibility for scenes and ideas, so I don't have a big vision as to where the plot would go, even though ultimately we know where he's headed, and it would be intriguing to navigate him there. This is the way people talk in Hollywood. It means I have no fucking idea. There's this dude, Bradford Young. He goes fast, he'd probably just shoot some shit, and then I'd be like, yeah, and then I'd make him do it faster. That's basically what he just said. It'd be intriguing. It'd be intriguing to order him around. Excuse my language, by the way. I'm getting salty. I'm really getting the closer we get to this movie, the saltier I'm getting. There's no soy here. We recently got confirmation from Alden Ehrenreich that the actor has signed a 3-picture deal. Yeah, 3-picture deal. First Ehrenreich, second Ehrenreich, third Ehrenreich. We cannot let the rise of the third Ehrenreich happen. We can't do it. So, there have certainly been some discussions about a potential solo sequel, but what might that look like? Ron Howard feels this movie does a great job of it. I'm not clicking any of these links. They're all going to be porn. Fans may have had about a young Solo, and should the story continue in a sequel, he would want it to feel authentic and yet have the ability to surprise fans. I got to do the Ron Howard voice again. I think what I like so much about this script is that it answered a lot of questions that a fan would have about a young Han. What are some of the events or relationships that might have shaped the iconic version that we know from later movies? But he does it in ways that make sense. They're satisfying, but they're surprising. So I think that it ought to be the litmus test for anything going forward, which is, can you head in a direction that feels right and authentic and do it in a surprising way? The answer is no. Ultimately, this is going to come down to if Solo, a Star Wars story, makes enough money and is received well enough by the fan base. If it does, then we may see a sequel. There's also the matter of fitting it into the schedule, as Lucasfilm has Rian Johnson's trilogy, the David Benioff and D.B. Weiss series of movies, and the rumored Obi-Wan movie to worry about. We're all worried about all of this. We're worried about all of this. And that's not even to mention the stupid TV show that's got... There's a lot to worry about. Still, it doesn't sound like we've seen the last of young Han Solo, and perhaps more importantly, maybe not the last of Ron Howard. As a director in a galaxy far, far away, this news comes to us courtesy of Screen Rant, another garbage tier website. I am down for the boycott. Officially. We have no choice. We have no choice. I am suddenly down for the boycott. At first, I was just playing around. I didn't think it was possible. Look, I even broke the tip of my pencil. I didn't even consider that they were really thinking about a sequel. But they are. I mean, Ron Howard is thinking, well, the movie is going to make money. I mean, Ethan Van Sciver, he's telling people at Comic Artist Pro Secrets not to boycott it. So it's probably going to surpass his $340 million opening weekend prediction. And if that's the case, of course they're going to make a sequel. Why wouldn't they make a sequel? Of course. He'd probably get triple the payday. And Ron Howard, he's always thinking about money. I don't know if that's true or not. Probably not. He's probably okay. He's probably socked a little bit away. But anyway, yeah, we got to do something about this. We can't let this happen, guys. We can't let Solo 2. We can't let Solo 2 happen. We got to do everything that we can do to depress that box office. I don't care what these Hello Greedo, I don't care what these clowns say. I do love Star Wars, but we can't allow this to go on. And look at this. It's just one punch after another. You look at what they've got going on right now. Look at this. Yeah, they got all this stuff going on. Rian Johnson's trilogy. Rian Johnson's trilogy. Oh my God. He's got 3 movies. He's got 3 movies, that dude. Yeah, we gotta do something. I'm open to suggestions. I'm listening to you guys. I will. For now, I'm lifting my embargo on the boycott. I'm okay with the idea of a boycott. I'm gonna go see it once. I'm gonna give the review, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna recommend that nobody in the world go to see this movie, ever. I'm going to recommend that everybody stay home. Everybody within the sound of my voice. Stay home. Stay home. We can't allow this to go on. We can't. We can't. Does this man look like... Does he look like he has any intention of stopping? Why? Look, he's getting away from my fingers. He's not going to stop until somebody puts a stop to him. And that's us, by not going to the movie. Yeah, it's a lot to think about. It's a lot. It's heavy. I know. It's a heavy subject. On such a beautiful day, but I mean, oh God, it's mosquito squad. I actually smell the poison coming in. I don't know. That might have affected some of this video. All right, guys, thanks very much. Subscribe this video. Just like this video. Subscribe to this channel. Hit the bell for notifications. Buy a Soylo t-shirt. The link will be in the description. Love you guys very much. Thank you. Hey, so I want to say a great big thank you to everyone who donates to the Patreon, all my Patreon backers. I want to say thank you to everyone who donates in the super chat, all the super chats in our live stream. Yeah, they really help this channel, and we're so grateful for you and everything that you do. We're not grateful for the Rose Tico wigs. We could do with less of those, fewer of those. But everything else is great. If you haven't liked this video, please do like it. If you do like it, if you hate it, then dislike it. Give it a thumbs down. But if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. We want you in our community. Do appreciate you. T-shirts are still available. We have a brand new Tico t-shirt to go with the Soylo t-shirt. Links are in the description. Thanks a lot.